Welcome to the Deep Dive. We cut through the noise to get you informed fast. Today we're getting into 6G. That's the next generation of wireless. We've looked at articles, research, expert takes. Our mission is simple, really. We want to figure out what 6G actually is, what it might do for you, and why it's going to be a big deal.
Yeah, and it's important to grasp right away. This isn't just, faster downloads on your phone. People are talking about 6G as something that could fundamentally merge our physical world with the digital and even the biological.
Okay, that's a huge statement. Merging worlds. So if 6G is going to be such a leap beyond 5G, what are we actually talking about? Performance-wise, what are the key numbers?
Well, the vision is for something ultra-fast, super low latency, and really, really reliable. The numbers they're targeting are, frankly, staggering. Think speeds up to maybe 1 terabit per second.
1 terabit, that's what? Like 100 times faster than 5G?
Roughly, yeah. Compared to the peak speeds we talk about with 5G, it's a massive jump.
Yeah.
And latency, down to maybe 100 microseconds?
Microseconds. Okay, that's almost zero delay. Basically real time.
Pretty much. And how do they plan to do this? A big part is using terahertz frequencies, the Terahertz spectrum. Think of it like opening up a huge empty highway for data. Massive bandwidth. Plus, AI and machine learning are baked right in. The network is meant to optimize itself constantly, in real time.
Right, makes sense. Self-managing networks.
Mm-hmm.
So with that kind of speed and responsiveness,
Mm-hmm.
it feels less like connecting to the internet and more like the internet is just there, part of everything. What kind of mind-bending applications could this actually enable? Things we can't really do now.
Exactly. That's where it gets exciting. Picture holographic telepresence. Not just a video call, but a full 3D hologram of someone right there with you. For a meeting, maybe even entertainment, real time.
Holograms in the living room. Okay, what else?
Or think about the tactile internet.
Tactile. So
Yeah.
touch over the internet.
Yeah. The potential for things like remote surgery, where the surgeon actually gets touch feedback. Or controlling complex machinery remotely, feeling what the robot feels. That level of precision and sensation.
The tactile part is incredible. But I've also seen, early research hinting at something even more out there. Brain-computer interfaces.
Ah, yes. That's definitely frontier stuff. Some early research is exploring if 6G's capabilities could support direct neural connectivity, brain-computer interfaces, or BCIs.
So connecting our brains directly to digital systems.
Potentially. The idea is maybe controlling devices or exchanging information just by thinking. It really pushes the boundaries of how we even think about interacting with technology, raises some big questions, obviously.
Yep, good questions indeed. Direct neural links.
Wow.
And you can see why there's such a global race heating up for this. This isn't just about faster phones, it's about defining the future. Who are the main players pushing this forward?
Oh, it's definitely a global sprint. You've got major efforts in China with companies like Huawei and ZTE investing heavily. In the US, there's the NextG Alliance, and big tech like Apple, Qualcomm are involved. Europe's got the Hexa-X project led by Nokia and Ericsson. And South Korea's Samsung, LG, they're often ahead of the curve, already working on prototypes.
So a lot of big names, big investment. For us, the people who will eventually use this, when might we actually see 6G start to roll out? What's the timeline look like?
Well, the initial research and sort of groundwork, that's been happening since around 2020, 2023. We're probably looking at prototypes, maybe test networks around 2026. Then standardization efforts usually take a few years, maybe wrapping up by 2029. So a commercial rollout, realistically probably starting around 2030.
2030. Okay, so it's still a few years out, but definitely on the horizon. So pulling this all together, what's the main takeaway for you, the listener? 6G isn't just 5G plus it. It sounds like a fundamental shift.
Exactly.
Right.
It's aiming for this deeply interconnected world where, like we said, the physical, digital, and biological sort of converge.
Right, a convergence.
Yeah, it could really redefine how we live, work, interact with everything around us. A much more integrated, maybe even responsive environment.
So thinking about that potential, direct neural links, environments that anticipate us, it makes you wonder, how could 6G change our basic perception of reality? And maybe the bigger question is, what's the one thing, the biggest surprise this kind of connectivity might bring into our lives that we haven't even thought of yet? Something to ponder.